There comes a point in every life where the air feels heavier than usual. The mornings grow quieter, the nights stretch longer. You start to question if you're really where you're supposed to be, or if somehow, somewhere you missed the turn that would have led to your destiny. But I came here to tell you, you didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You're not late. You are right on time. Because you are made for this moment. Every tear, every loss, every broken promise, every sleepless night, every rejection that made you doubt your own worth, it wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. Life has been sharpening your soul in silence, molding your spirit through storms, and now it's whispering to you, get up, it's your time. You got to understand, God didn't breathe life into you just for you to exist. He didn't put you on this earth to play it safe, to hide behind fear, to bow to circumstance. No. He designed you with fire in your veins, with vision in your bones, with resilience that can't be taught. You were not created to merely survive. You were built to rise, to rebuild, to recreate. And I know it hurts right now. The weight of your dreams feels unbearable. The pressure is suffocating. You've been fighting battles nobody even knows about. You've been smiling in public and breaking in private. But listen to me, there is purpose in that pain. There is power in that struggle. Every great story starts in the valley before it reaches the mountaintop. This is your valley, but it's not your end. It's your foundation. The truth is, some of you have been running from your own greatness because it scares you. You've been dimming your light so others wouldn't feel insecure. You've been shrinking to fit into spaces you've outgrown. But you can't play small anymore. You can't keep pretending you don't feel the calling pulling you deeper. You can't ignore that burning in your chest. That's your purpose knocking. That's destiny demanding your attention. And every time you silence it, every time you say maybe later, life will find a way to remind you that you were made for this challenge, this mountain, this fire, this exact moment in time. See, we all want the promise, but we don't want the process. We want the blessing, but not the breaking. We want destiny, but not the discipline it demands. Yet every diamond was once just coal that refused to crumble under pressure. Every legend was once a nobody who chose not to quit. You've got to stop waiting for everything to feel right. You've got to stop waiting for the fear to fade before you move. The fear doesn't leave you, just learn to walk through it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act in spite of it. That's what separates those who make history from those who watch it. You see, you don't become unbreakable by avoiding pain. You become unbreakable by enduring it, by facing it head on and saying, you will not have me. Life will test you, not to destroy you, but to reveal what's inside of you. Pressure doesn't create weakness. It exposes strength. It shows you that you can handle more than you thought you could. You can lose everything and still stand tall. You can walk through hell and still carry heaven in your heart. You can be misunderstood, underestimated, and overlooked and still rise, because your value was never defined by their validation. I remember a time when I had nothing but belief, when the bills were stacked, the dreams were distant, and the odds were laughing in my face. But belief kept me breathing. Belief kept me walking when logic said, give up. Belief built bridges where there were only walls. Let me tell you something. When you decide to believe really, believe, you activate something divine inside you. Faith is not some passive wish. It's the weapon of the warrior. It's the voice that says, I may not see it yet, but I know it's coming. And the moment you start believing again, the universe begins to rearrange itself around that conviction. But you've got to stop treating your dream like it's an option. It's not an option, it's an obligation. You owe it to every version of yourself that survived what should have broken you. You owe it to the little child inside you who once believed anything was possible. You owe it to the future generations who need to see what resilience looks like in human form. Stop waiting for permission to be great. Stop asking the world to validate your value. You were chosen long before you were noticed. And if nobody else believes in you, you believe. Because the one thing more powerful than circumstance is conviction. Life doesn't hand greatness to the most talented. It reveals greatness to the most determined. To the one who stays after everyone else quits, to the one who keeps standing when the storm won't stop, to the one who chooses faith when fear screams louder. So when everything in you wants to give up, remember why you started. Remember who you are. Remember that you come from a lineage of survivors, fighters, visionaries, and believers. You are not the weak one. You are the one who rises. There are moments when life will seem unfair, when people you trusted will walk away, when opportunities vanish, when the ground beneath you shifts without warning, and you'll ask, why me? But I'll tell you why. Because life knew you could handle it. Because life knew you had a strength others couldn't see. Because your struggle was never punishment. It was preparation. You don't go through what you go through by accident. You were chosen for the battle because you carry the victory within you. You were chosen because your story will set others free. So stand tall in your storm. Don't let your pain make you bitter. Let it make you better. Don't let the losses define you. Let them refine you. Don't let the silence fool you. You're still becoming. You're still growing. You're still rising. Sometimes the hardest seasons are not the ones that break you, but the ones that build your foundation for what's next. You've got to trust the timing of your transformation. It may not make sense now, but one day you'll look back and realize every detour was divine. Every delay was direction. Every heartbreak was heaven's way of clearing the path for something greater. And when that realization comes, when you finally see that everything was working for you, not against you, you'll stop running from the storm and start dancing in the rain. You'll stop asking, why me? And start declaring, try me. Because the same fire that tried to consume you is the fire that will crown you. The same pain that broke you is the pain that will bless you. The same moments that felt like endings were actually the beginnings of your becoming. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not someday, this one. Right here, right now. So rise. Rise like your life depends on it, because it does. Rise for every dream you buried beneath doubt. Rise for every promise you made to yourself in the dark. Rise for every voice that told you you're not enough and proved them wrong. You were made for this moment. You were made to overcome, to outlast, to outshine, to outbelieve. And when the world looks at you and wonders how you made it through, you'll simply smile and say, because I refuse to quit. There will come a season in your life when silence will be your greatest teacher. When the people who once clapped for you will grow quiet. When the applause fades. And all that's left is you, your faith, your breath, your heartbeat, and the sound of your own will whispering, keep going. That's where champions are born. Not on stages, not in spotlight, not in comfort, but in the hidden places where only God can see you. In the moments where no one's watching, no one's cheering, and you still choose to show up. That's where destiny is built brick by brick, belief by belief. Greatness is not an act, it's a lifestyle. It's not found in the victory, it's forged in the valley. See, there's a difference between motivation and conviction. Motivation fades when the mood changes. Conviction endures when the world collapses. Motivation is loud. Conviction is quiet but unmovable. It doesn't need permission, it doesn't need applause. It knows this is my purpose, and I will not be shaken. You have to reach that point where your dream stops being a wish and becomes your responsibility. Where it's not about how you feel, it's about what you've decided. Discipline is the bridge between the calling and the crown. Everyone wants to be great until it requires consistency. Everyone wants the glory until it demands sacrifice. But hear me, there will be days when you won't want to wake up early. Days when your mind will tell you it's pointless. Days when your faith will tremble. And those are the days that count. Those are the days that define your story. Anybody can keep going when it's easy. Real warriors keep going when it's not. You can't pray for elevation and stay in comfort. You can't ask for growth and cling to old habits. You can't claim you want change while defending what keeps you the same. Growth hurts because it's the process of letting go of everything small about you. It's the dismantling of who you were, so who you're meant to be can finally breathe. Every season of transformation comes with pain. That's not punishment, that's birth. Every time life stretches you, it's because something inside you is trying to emerge. When a seed breaks through the soil, it looks like destruction, but it's just creation in disguise. The seed doesn't complain about the darkness. It trusts the process. It surrenders to the push. That's what faith looks like. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to trust that each step you take is shaping your destiny. Faith is walking in the dark knowing the light will meet you halfway. It's believing in what you've prayed for, even when everything around you says it's impossible. And I want you to remember this. Your dream will test your commitment before it rewards your courage. Life will not hand you blessings you're not ready to carry. It will first ask, can you handle it? Can you handle being overlooked? Can you handle being misunderstood? Can you handle working in silence while others are celebrated? Because if you can handle the obscurity, you're ready for the spotlight. If you can handle rejection without bitterness, you're ready for opportunity without arrogance. Stop comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. Your timing is sacred. Your process is unique. Don't rush the unfolding. Some people are growing roots while others are growing branches. The difference is roots sustain, branches sway. And if you stay rooted long enough, your branches will one day reach where others only dreamed. So stay grounded, stay patient, stay faithful. The blessing takes time, but it always arrives on schedule. Let me tell you something powerful. You are already enough. You're not missing anything. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You were enough when they doubted you. You were enough when they left you. You were enough when you failed. You were enough when you started over. The world may label you by your mistakes, but heaven still calls you by your name. And every time you stand up after falling, you tell the universe, I am still here. You've got to take authority over your own mind. You can't let negative thoughts rent space in your spirit. You can't keep replaying pain like it's your favorite song. What you focus on expands. If you focus on fear, you'll feed it. If you focus on faith, you'll multiply it. Your thoughts are seeds, plant carefully. Because what you plant in your mind, you'll harvest in your life.